I'm alive! Woo! Oh, right. My name is Michelle Mackenzie, everybody. I am the owner and founder of Reflexive Line Publishing. And we have here the awesome Hannah Jacobson from Book Award Pro.
Hi, everyone.
I've been dying. I've been telling everyone, it's like, I'm gonna talk to Hannah.
I'm so glad to be here, Michelle. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, so thank you for coming. I was half expecting no, I'm sorry, I'm too busy.
Oh no, absolutely. The brightest part of my day is actually getting to sit down with authors, hear about your experiences, and grow this industry together. That's how progress happens from conversations and making changes.
That is awesome. And we talked a little bit like a moment ago. I'm going to ask you a question again. How did you even get started?
Yeah, so Book Award Pro has grown very organically. A few years ago, it was just me. I've always had a passion for awards. I enjoy them as a reader. I like to understand them. I like to research them. And so what I found myself doing in a professional capacity is offering these consultancy services to authors. And what I would do is create an award strategy that looked at their unique book goals, the unique criteria of their book, and what awards were out there, what time to submit these awards. And so I really got my start by doing that, just independently by myself. And over time, I kind of accumulated this following, and authors really wanted my services, but I couldn't keep up. And that's when I pivoted. And I really began to trust the power of technology. And Book Award Pro, as it is today, is a continuation of that. So it takes into account my my original award strategy for every book, every author, and builds that into now you get award matches for your book. What are good opportunities for you without having to sort and sift through those heavy lists that we're all really familiar with?
Yeah, and you can get that on any of the plans, because I've put quite a few books up there now, and and even if you're on the free one, even though it doesn't give you the price and it still gives you you give the link so they can actually go into it and have a look themselves and still get those options.
It was really important to us to have a range of plans that fit your budget. So we offer the free plan, and that is valuable for every kind of author, no matter what your budget is. But I guess it makes sense maybe to explain how the industry is handling awards right now. It's kind of the industry's dirty little secret that if you want to win an award, the first thing you go do is Google a list, and you're presented with this big kind of endless list of awards, but you don't know what is outdated, what's relevant for your book, because every award is completely unique. And it gets really heavy. It gets hard to sort through. So the beauty of Book Award Pro, even on our free plan, you don't have to sort and filter through lists. Our system will take care of the matching and letting you know, hey, this is an opportunity that's available specific to your book, and it's open, and it's legitimate. We try to take that.
You do all the heavy lifting. So we just get to see the finished product. It's ta-da!
Yeah, that's exactly right. We want to do the heavy lifting for you, and our technology handles it best.
Yeah, because you've got everything covered. You've got reviews covered. You've got awards covered. Marketing covered. You cover all bases, and you cover all budgets. So it's just what? And you have a partner program as well. And I was like, what?
Yeah, we really try.
Going off now.
We try to keep things as simple and clean and streamlined for you as possible, whether you're an author or a publisher. So the kind of basis behind Book Award Pro is that we want your book to be able to get recognition through awards and reviews. And so our system will handle matching, submitting your book for those opportunities. And you mentioned marketing. Authors will sometimes ask us, what do I do now that I've won this award? Well, our system is growing our story marketing feature. And that's a way that just kind of automates and makes it very simple for you to share this news with your audience and be able to leverage those awards. And you also asked about our partner program, and that's where we actually help publishers, publicists, book publishing service providers. They're actually able to white label or co-brand the Book Award Pro platform. So, for example, you could have the Michelle McKenzie Book Award service powered by Book Award Pro. And that enables us to be able to perform this award services for you. But also for you as a publisher, you're able to maintain connections and relationships with your authors and help them in their progress. Just be able to see, what's the state of affairs? Where are things at? And where can we go from here?
That is awesome. It's like you just seem to cover us like everything. And it's like, were you did you do your writing, or did you literally just read? Did you use like any of the services before you put them up there?
Oh, interesting. You know what? So in the startup world, there's a term called eat your own dog food. And so I love to use Book Award Pro services. Like I personally don't have a book, but I will, monitor and ensure it is targeting on track. How are things running? Is this a good opportunity for this book? And just kind of keeping a pulse on how things are going. It's important that we're able to see, like I have some of my friends' books in our system, and just really helping them generate activities with their books.
Like testers on that, like to make sure everything's like on point.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so if we wouldn't want to use the service ourselves, then we wouldn't put it out there. So that's been really exciting to see. We also build features from what our authors are asking and requesting. So if you have any feedback about your Book Award Pro service, let us know. We're always listening. We're always taking into account what are your needs, what are your challenges, and how can we make that easy for you?
Yeah, because I put up there was an option for like a review. It's one of the editorial review ones. I think it was like reader's favorite. That comes up quite a bit. And I put one of my books up there for review, and I got a review back. Got like 3 stars, but I got a really awesome review.
Wonderful.
So, how do you share that review once you've got it up? Because you can click the reviewed button, but is there an option to share?
So I'll take this into 2 bites really quick. You mentioned a 3-star review, and that's still something to share. That's absolutely not bad. When you get feedback or a review about your book, that's progress. That's something, it's an opportunity maybe to learn, but also to share with your audience. So on your Book Award Pro dashboard, you'll see the story marketing feature off on the left side panel. Yeah. If you click on that, it will give you a variety of options, different ways that you can share on your social platforms, even on email. And we recommend, taking this message, which is custom to your book, custom to your progress, and sharing it, even if it's verbal. So like Michelle, for you, even on your channel here, you can actually take the text, that content, and verbally share it
first paragraph. Because like the rest of it is like saying, things that I've noticed on there that, why they knocked me down a couple of stars. But like the review itself, I was just like, wow. That's one of my books. Like, you'd expect it from anyone else's books. You'd be like, oh yeah, it's amazing. And then I'm like, that's one of my books. I feel my head growing.
Oh, that's good. Your confidence is growing. It's important as authors. It's easy to lose sight of why am I sharing this? And keep in mind the ultimate end user in your experience is the reader. What is the reader finding interesting? And so, Michelle, even if you were to share a review that you think is, oh, okay, there's a couple of parts that I don't feel super comfortable sharing, well, there was good feedback in there too.
Yeah.
Share that with your audience. Let them know. You could even position it depending on your voice. But you could even position it as, I got 3 stars in this month, but then next month I got a 5-star review and I've really grown as an author. Bring your readers along with you on your journey. That's the
I've posted it everywhere and I put it up on my website. Like, I don't know how well you can see that, but like, it's because of glare.
Can't see it, but tell us. Oh, there we go. There's your review. Perfect.
It's the masterfully entwined bit, and I'm like, masterfully. Hear that, haters? Masterfully.
How do you not get hate?
Masterfully, bitch.
Ring it from the towers. Yeah, include it on Goodreads, Amazon, on your author website. I've even seen some authors update their business card with maybe a snippet of a review, and that's really you can find creative ways to share that good news about your book and draw that attention.
So there is a way to share the review once you've got it.
Yes, absolutely. In the Book Award Pro platform, we call that story marketing. And I don't think that I actually took a moment to explain what in the world is that. I keep saying story marketing, but what is that? It's using news about your book. So awards, reviews, using news about your book and sharing it in a way that resonates with your readers. And that builds, it creates this story for your story, about your story. And we call it story marketing. It's just a very authentic way to share with your readers using technology.
That is awesome. Is there, like, when you sign up to Book Award Pro, how many author profiles can you have on your account?
Unlimited. You can have an unlimited number of books. And
it's not going to slow down and start crashing on us.
Right.
Not an error message. Too many names.
No. So yeah, you can have every book will need its own service, but you could put all of your books on the free plan. That's no problem at all. But as many books and author profiles as you like, put them on the platform. Enjoy. The service is there for you to use in a way that's flexible and helps you meet your author goals.
That's really handy, especially like for other publishers who, like, as the business grows, they're going to get more authors and there's going to be more books, and you don't want to get to that point. And I worry, think, right, have I reached a limit now? It's like, am I going to get told off and say, right, no more, no more, you have to start paying premium now?
We actually do
500,000.
We actually work with authors all the time. For example, we work with authors who write series. And Michelle, I know we were just speaking earlier about a 9-book series. Say that you uploaded your 9-book series onto the Book Award Pro platform, and you decide that you wanted 8 of them on the free plan and 1 of them on the pro plan. At any time, our plans are really flexible. At any time, you can decide to swap your book. Maybe move from the first book to the second one, put the second one in pro plan. And in doing so, that creates this award strategy for your book series. So each book could pursue awards.
You can have it alternate.
That's exactly
like
right.
Through the months, like, no, that's awesome. So you won't have to like blow your budget on like all of it. You can.
That's exactly right.
Alternate, especially like the series. If you write one for this, yeah.
That's exactly right. So it's good for your story.
On the paid plan. One of your colleagues wanted me to like experience the full Book Award Pro and gave me a month free. Don't turn them off. Like 2 months free was so I could ask lots of questions and explore everything. So I have this one. That's the one I got a new award, the review for, and the one that's on the payment one.
Wonderful.
And it is Like, so I was like really surprised. It's not even one of my more recent ones. I was like, what?
You know, I would love to hear. Michelle, so what did that review do for you? You mentioned a few minutes ago that you really newfound confidence.
Yeah, like I could feel my ego growing. Like my head swelled up out here. You know, I just wonder if I'm going to fit through the door. You know, it's like, oh, do I have to sit sideways? And on ego, and on.
That's perfect. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that answer. Along with
so many people, you know, they're like, oh, yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. And, oh, writing's not a career. You know, or writing shit. And then you get, like, and you get that review. And you're like, aha! I am good. Someone said I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, you know, gosh, so the author journey is fraught with peril in a lot of ways. It can be really challenging. And so a little validation never hurts, whether that comes from awards or reviews, just getting recognized for that hard work that you've put into your book. That sometimes you'll hear me call that the magic of book awards and reviews. And it's just like this, it's this launching pad. That confidence will take you far. So congratulations. That's really awesome, Michelle.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do I get contact with other YouTubers since I'm a YouTuber?
Eventually, but we're not talking about YouTube.
Yeah, we're talking about stories.
Yeah. We're talking about stories, we're talking about books.
Books is the same thing
Yeah.
as stories, but bigger.
Yeah. It goes into distribution, which also helps with the reviews and the awards.
Wonderful.
But, there was yeah. Tell us more about the partner plan. Like, so I got told it was like you can see how much each profile's spending, sort of thing. Is it like a dashboard? Or
Yes, it's a dashboard. So as a partner, the goal as a partner is to be able to build relationships with your clients. So for most of the time, our partners tend to be publishers, publicists, book cover designers, people who serve authors and want to keep up with their progress. For example, a book cover designer might choose to have a partner account so that they can see each of their authors' progress with awards and reviews, and then take that information and build it into a new cover design, build it into redoing the website. So that's kind of the actual purpose of the partner program, is to be able to give you a way to easily communicate with your authors. And it's really simple. It's as a partner, you get a Book Award Pro dashboard, and at any time, you're able to see your author's progress. And we actually have a partners page on our website. And if you decide that that's a good fit for you, it's $49 a month just for the partner dashboard. And your authors pay individually.
Less than 50 is really good. And that's on top, isn't it? On that's like on top of the payment plans, like
actually, so for partners, so each author would pay for their services independently, and as a partner, you would only pay $49 a month to be able to have that branded experience for your authors. So from their perspective, from an author's perspective.
Yeah.
They could log on to
what was that?
awards.
It's not expensive.
Yes, it is. We're saving up for Turkey, remember?
$49. Yeah. That's not expensive. That's less than 50 quid.
No, it's
and that's a month.
It's not dollars, it's pounds.
Yeah, we're in pounds. They're in dollars.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you. It's $49 US.
Yep.
Wait,
So
it's
for us, I believe it'd be like £51 or £52, something like that.
That's expensive.
It's not really. It's not.
How?
It'd be like £1.20 a day.
She dyed her hair pink. Can I dye my hair purple?
Maybe when you're older.
Oh,
School won't allow you to have purple hair, sweetie.
yeah, I will. I'll
Go
hide it.
play.
Yes.
Go play.
I am playing. She has really pretty hair.
She does have very pretty hair, right?
You have a wonderful family.
They're all very inquisitive.
It's wonderful. Every conversation really pushes us forward. Yeah, so
100%.
the partner program is really designed for publishing professionals looking to offer streamlined, really useful services for their authors.
Yeah.
And the goal with that is to build relationships and make it easier to actually build in those awards and reviews into your marketing. So if you decide that you're a book publishing professional and you're helping authors in that capacity, maybe the partner program would be a good fit for you.
I'm certainly looking into it. I'm putting some money aside so I can sign up to it, because it doesn't quite has everything. But like, just think, how did you come up with the idea in the first place? Like, it's just from books, like just reading books, like, because you could have gone the other way and just think, you know what, I want to write as well as like these books are amazing. I want to write one. But you've been right the other way and go, I want to do everything with books.
You know what's so I think Steve Jobs he said a quote about it's easy to see the path looking backward or connect the dots looking backward. But even as a young girl in elementary school, I would actually go to my school librarian. I'd enlist my teachers and even my mom, who is also a teacher. I'd ask them questions about awards. And at the time, we didn't really have computers. So I really kind of got my start with awards by having paper handouts and just tracking things. And I did that even when I was 8 years old. And I just liked to understand, when are awards announced? What kinds of books are winning these awards? And I never lost that.
Really invested, like really young. So you got like invested really early on.
Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of interesting to look back on that and see, yeah, I guess it all makes sense looking backward, but I could have never imagined that I would have such the joy to be able to work with authors and help them by
I used to read like 14 books. I used to read like 14 books a week. I used to like blow for like 2 books a day. And like, but like I ended up going the other way and it's like, oh yeah. And I started writing my own books because I had so much fun reading them. I was like, I want to do that. I want to give the readers like that kind of enjoyment. So then I started writing in elementary. I think elementary school's for the teens.
Mummy, didn't you get it from your high school?
I know, like colleges and stuff is different from our ends.
Yes, interesting. Yeah. Cultural differences. And it's so interesting to hear, your journey as an author, because everyone's journey is so different and yet the same in some ways. So it's so cool to celebrate that and see that you were inspired by great writing and you wanted to do that too.
She is American, yes.
Is candy sweets for us?
No. Candy is sweets for them. For us, we call it sweets. They call it candy.
I've been speaking a little bit American.
I know, you've been doing that a while. They have come up with a few American words. I was like, no, that's American.
And you know what?
Like bin and lorries and it's like you call it like rigs and trash cans.
Interesting, yes. It's so interesting to just notice cultural differences, and you actually see that in book awards too, and book reviews. Sometimes we get asked, do you only work with, authors in the States? But we work with authors all around the world, currently on 6 continents. If you know an author in Antarctica, let me know. We'd love to meet them. But yeah, we serve authors all around the world, and there's an opportunity out there for your book that's really unique to you.
Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. Do you get awards for what if someone's writing a different sort of book? So rather than fiction, because you get the choice between fiction and non-fiction. But is there ones that for poetry? Because some people write poetry books.
Yes.
Is there a market for them as well?
Absolutely. There's short stories, poetry, fiction, nonfiction, whatever you can imagine. There's an award out there for it, even published and unpublished. Even books that were published over a decade ago. There's plenty of award opportunities no matter what you write, what stage of writing you're at. There are definitely awards and reviews for you.
That's awesome. Really definitely widens the scope for all writers, no matter what they're writing. They can still use your service, sort of thing.
Yes.
So there won't be left out.
That was so
you
important.
And I.
Hello. In building Book Award, I wanted to make a service that was approachable for any kind of author, no matter what you published, where you published, who's it's published, why. Are you an indie author? Are you self-published? There are opportunities out there for you, and I really wanted to break through those barriers and give authors a usable way to get their book out there, get recognition. It doesn't have to. There's nothing out there that has to stop you.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Can the whole world see it now?
Well, anyone that tunes in onto the channel, yeah. And then we share the link and everybody else gets to see it.
Oh, you're going to be famous.
Well, that's the hope. My goal's always been to be bigger than Gryffindor.
She's famous. She's famous.
Yeah, she's very well known. Everyone thinks very highly of her. Of herself as a person and her company.
Wait, did you used to have Donald Trump as president?
She did used to have Trump as a president, yes. That's the downside to America. You had to put up with Trump. Thankfully, not in the same region.
No, what do we have right now?
We've got...
Is it Boris?
No. We've got Boris's old treasurer, the one that dealt with all the money. Can't even remember his name.
Isn't it her?
No.
Oh.
No. Liz only stayed PM for a couple of weeks.
I feel bad for Americans.
I feel bad for us. Look at the government we've got.
Wait. China started COVID.
Apparently so. But we're not talking about COVID or anything like that. We're talking about books.
I'm a writer.
You are a writer. She's writing her own story as well.
Wonderful.
So as soon as she's finished writing that, I'll be adding it to your thing.
Wonderful. Oh, would love that. We've actually worked with award-winning authors who are very young, even younger than 10 years old. And it's so cool to see, their parents, their teachers or schools get so excited about their success, and it kind of launches these young authors' careers. So it's very cool. And we would absolutely love to support you.
Do you work with other schools with book awards and stuff?
In helping students win awards? No. So we work with authors, and so if there is an author who happens to be very young, then their parents are helping them, get on the system and kind of navigating their book for them. But no, we don't work directly with schools or anything. There are book awards that actually have their judges are public schools, and that's really cool to see.
I'm 11. I'm not younger than 10.
Yeah. So you're going to write your story.
You can be an author when you're 11, when you're 10, when you're 107, however old you are. That's not so
What is
important.
I don't think I'm gonna live that long.
What, 107?
Yeah.
No, you better live that long.
Why?
Because you're going to be immortal.
What's it all?
Immortal means you live or die. So what do you think's like working with Book Award Pro, working with all the authors and publishers? What's your favourite part of working?
That's a wonderful question. Honestly, so as much as I love researching awards and understanding the awards process and making that simple. That's one of my very closest passions. But my very favorite thing that I get to do is actually having conversations, whether it's with awards, with authors, with publishers, helping them understand, how awards function. What are ways that we can continue to improve this industry to be better for authors? For example, like really encouraging digital submissions. I love to talk about that with award programs and help them implement that. And with authors, help them understand that this is an easier, more cost-effective way to get their books submitted. I enjoy those conversations and just kind of bringing everyone together and really building something better for all of us.
Oh, nice. So what do you get out of it with like when all the authors like put in their books and reviews and stuff? What do you get out of it? Out of that? Benefits do you get?
Every day I get to wake up with the knowledge that I'm doing something that I really care about and is making a difference. And that's not something I never knew my career would get to take this direction. And it's so inspiring and so exciting to wake up and do that every day.
And you get like an endless supply of books.
Well, no, not exactly. We actually don't read, and we only.
Book Award Pro, you don't get an endless supply of books.
No. So we actually only use your book if we are performing a submission on your behalf. But we're really, security is really important to us. So no, we don't download a copy of your book and read it. We only take a PDF book copy to be able to share with award judges on your behalf. But as a course of my
see one like being put through, you like think, oh, I really want to buy that, and like, do you buy copies?
Yes, absolutely. And I meet authors all the time and add new books to my Kindle all the time because I go and buy them on Amazon. I really believe that you deserve to be compensated for your work, and so it's a joy to be able to do that.
Yeah, there's a limit though, isn't there, on Kindle? Like you can only have so many books on there.
I would love to find what that limit is. And Goodreads too. I really enjoy adding books to my kind of TBR pile on Goodreads. Yeah. It just helps me grow and keep track of all the great books out there I want to read.
What kind of books does she make?
Well, she doesn't make books; she reads them.
What kind of books does she read?
That's a good question. What kind of books do you read?
I love books of all kinds. I think these days I tend to really read nonfiction, but I also love, I love business nonfiction. I love historical nonfiction. Also really love historical fiction and like a contemporary literary fiction. But it's also true that whenever a book is just unique and when an author really has a story, a passion behind it, I'm such a sucker for that. It's almost the story behind the story.
Yeah, because like when you're like passionate about the story, like you get kind of like sucked into the hype.
Yeah,
and that's why it's important for me when I'm publishing other people's books. It's like see how excited they are and how like enthusiastic they are about the book. So if they're really excited about it, other people will be. But if they're going to talk about the books like it's just another Wednesday, you're going to be like, well, they don't seem all that into it, so, why should we sort of thing, so like, would be like, yeah, this book's great. I'd be like, oh, well, let's have a look then.
Passion is good.
And she did say that.
Yeah.
So different countries.
And they had the same colour hair.
She has
Yeah.
And I would love to know from you.
A friend in Texas who also has pink hair.
Are we sisters? Are we sisters?
Funky Like Feathers. Check her out.
They must
She's
be
got a
your
YouTube video.
siblings.
Funky Like Feathers.
Oh, I'd love to see. And Michelle, I know that we're kind of wrapping up, but I'd love to know, what's your favorite part about being an author?
Telling the stories and seeing people's reaction to the stories. Like I used to, like I still do, and I still read let's read like books that's been submitted in, and I get really excited about the story. And like right now, I want to read the next one. Then the same thing, writing my own story. And if I get onto a bit of a tangent sort of thing, I was like, right now I need a series because so writing the story and seeing the readers react to it, and
I thought
that
your
is
favorite
so
part
awesome.
was your favorite authors.
yeah, and I like seeing my favorite authors too. That's good.
It's been so wonderful. Thank you so much for having me on as a guest today, Michelle. It's really an honor.
Have you got anything in the pipeline for Book Award Pro?
Ooh, I mentioned earlier that we always we listen to our authors. So when we're always evolving our service, we're always adding new features, and not just adding new features, but making things easier for you. So stay tuned. There will be more updates from Book Award Pro. And we always want to do great things for our authors. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to visit our website at bookawardpro.com.
Yeah,
you can also email us.
Let's stick it below. I've had it displayed the whole time.
Also email us directly.
It's right there. Right on the screen.
You can email us to team, TEAM, @bookawardpro.com, and we would love to hear from you. We'd love to answer your questions about awards and just hear feedback. How's your service going? We'd love to hear from you.
It was awesome. Thank you for coming. It's been really nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Really looking forward to working with you for a really long time. Got lots of books lined up from everybody.
It's a joy to support you. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Hey. So we're just wrapping up now.
No.
You got any questions for her?
Yeah. Do you know where Preston lives and can you
No,
go
nothing
meet
to do
him?
with YouTubers. Nothing to do book related. Book related.
Oh, how much books did you make?
She reads books. She doesn't make books.
How much books did you read in your life?
Oh, I would love to know. I wish I had counted. But read lots. Read and read and read because it will change your life.
Do you read per day though?
Oh, per day? Golly. A lot of my reading happens, as a course of my work. So I like to stay updated on book publishing trends, news, emails, personal communications. But reading books, I always like to make time, maybe not every day, but at least, I try to read about a book a week and just try to keep my reading spirit fresh.
Okay.
That's
Why
a good
don't
question.
you make books?
She likes reading them.
Yeah, but you're an and she's an author.
So Book Award Pro helps authors. So we actually don't make books, but we help those who do make books, and we help authors win book awards, get book reviews. Your mom just got a great book review that she's able to share.
Yeah.
Oh, that why it says Book Award Pro.
Yes, because she's a professional.
Why doesn't it say Author Pro?
because books is
It's a good
award.
idea.
Can you have another conversation with my mum sometime this week?
I think she's busy, but we'll definitely book another session.
Yeah, maybe next week.
This has been wonderful, and it's wonderful to meet your PR crew, Michelle.
That's right. I think we've got some comments here, so let's see if anyone else got some questions for you.
You want to get these happen?
It's not
It's
letting me-
broken.
No, I think it's crashed on me.
Can everyone see
It's
this?
crashed on me. Hang on.
Can
Something's coming up.
everyone see this?
Yeah.
Just on YouTube? Yes.
Yeah, until we post everywhere else.
Well, if you have any questions,
Alright, let's go to the channel.
Comments aren't coming up. But there were 5.
Yeah.
We'll have a look on afterwards and see and reply to some. Oh, here we go. Looking forward to they're all buying R.B. Worley, one of the authors I'm publishing. Also looking forward to reviews. Kids are adorable. Yes, of course you are. Do you read books that get sent to you?
no. That's a good question. So we actually, Book Award Pro is built in a way such that when you upload your book, it's uploaded safely and securely. So my role is not to gatekeep. It's not to read your book and decide, is this award-winning or not? We accept your PDF book copy in order to be able to perform digital submissions on your behalf. But no, Book Award Pro does not read your book. That's up to the Book Award judges and book reviewers.
The next comment says,
Do you get offered books?
Hey, I was going to read the next comment.
You know, as a course of my work, just in meeting authors, a lot of authors do just want they want someone to read their book, and so in those cases, I actually prefer to buy those books from Amazon. I want you to be compensated for your work, so I'm always taking book recommendations. I've loaded up my personal Goodreads page with that, but that's completely separate from Book Award.
You already got a recommendation from my other daughter.
Oh, wonderful! Let's read your book.
The next comment says, I would love to. Wait, I
would love to have Hannah read Aluthia. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's a high fantasy book that is going to be on pre-order very soon.
Wonderful. Well, send me an email, and if you want to add it to my Goodreads list so that I can keep track of my growing reading pile.
It'll be put up on Goodreads the same time as it'll be put up for pre-order.
Wonderful.
It is a good read. It is a really good read, especially if you like fantasy.
Why does she have to go? Why does she have to go?
Well, she's busy. It's still daytime for her.
Wait, it's daytime for you?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's night time, though. It's night.
She's 6 hours behind us, babe.
No.
She's 6 hours behind us.
I would be in school by then.
You would be, yes. You'd still be in school. Right. You can go play so I can wrap this up.
No.
Okay.
Did you show her your pants?
Huh?
Did you show her that?
What is? Is my notes.
Yeah, did you show her your notes?
No, I've been reading my notes and then asking them questions. Yeah. But, let's make sure I haven't missed anything.
You haven't missed anything.
No, I think I've asked it all.
Wonderful. Well, if anyone has questions, leave them in the comments. Let me know. The best way to get in touch is team@bookawardpro.com. But we'd love to answer your questions. I'm here to help you with book awards, and Book Award Pro can make this so much easier for you.
Awesome. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for coming on to my podcast. It's been really lovely talking to you. We definitely need to do this again.
This has been wonderful. Thank you so much, Michelle.
I'll see everyone later. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God. Still there?